Today on Kicks Chronicles Christmas special, and we break down all of the amazing things that happen in Kicks in 2023. We talk about our favorite drops, our favorite brands and rollouts, best newcomers, best retros, and the best overall brand. Plus, in part 2, we actually talk about the best top 10 sneakers to drop in 2023. And with the help of some very, very special guests, we drop our combined top 10 sneakers for 2023. This is Kicks Chronicles. Yes, my people. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and everything in between. Welcome to another episode of your sneaker and lifestyle podcast, Kicks Chronicles. I'm your boy, ProZECH. Welcome. You already know, man. This is episode 64 and 65 of your sneaker and lifestyle podcast, man. And before I get into what's going on and what we're going to be doing this week and next week, I want to firstly thank you. Thank you, first and foremost, for an amazing year, great year, but also for everyone that managed to watch our most recent episodes. And obviously, if you haven't seen or watched that episode, feel free to go and watch that. Matthias van der Meulen did his thing, co-CEO of Sneakerhead. Very, very cool guy. Hopefully, we'll get in contact or we'll catch up with him at some point again in the future. That, my friends, is available on all platforms, especially the ones where you get podcasts. As stated, this is our end of year special, end of year extravaganza, and we've got the amazing Adam Roberts and Kaff helping us on this episode. They are our special guests. They are former guests of the podcast. Both have been had their own specific episodes, and if you haven't seen those episodes, make sure to go and watch those episodes. Absolute bangers, both of them, but also amazing content creators and legit sneakerheads in their own right, like just amazing guys all around. And I thought, I wanted to do something special for you, man, so I brought out the heavy artillery, you get me? So yeah, once again, you may have noticed that I said this is episode 64 and 65. The reason I said it like that is mainly because I didn't want to do two intros. I was feeling a little lazy coming to the end of the year. And only really wanted to do one intro. But don't worry, don't be confused. Don't be scared. Right? I'm gonna break it all the way down so you understand how we're doing this. So in episode 64, right, aka part 1, we'll be discussing our favorite bits of 2023, and I'm talking favorite drops, favorite personal cops, best newcomers, best retro, the best brand of the year, and there'll still be an opportunity to give some flowers, but also get some stuff off of our chest. You get me? We're gonna talk about some stuff. We'll also be saying, some things that we didn't like. You get me? And we'll just have an opportunity to get those bits off our chest. In episode 65, which I'm coining part 2, right? AKA part 2. We'll be chatting about the top 10 sneakers to drop in 2023. We're also discussing the complex list. But the main part of part 2, we'll be taking all of the amazing knowledge of Kaff, all of the youth and exuberance and thirstiness of Adam, and whatever I bring, and we'll be bringing together a golden list. One that cannot be disputed, one that cannot be defeated. You get me? No, it's going to be absolutely amazing. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's going to be sick. I feel like the list that we came up with, I like it, right? But you guys, please make sure you let us know in the comments below. Also, along the way, some amazing takes, some really, really cool banter, and yeah, just like enjoyment, basically. Like, it's the end of year, bit of fun, you get me? Enjoying ourselves. I had an absolute blast chopping it up with the lads, you get me? But yeah, let me break this down a little bit further in terms of our actual schedule for the rest of the year. Part 1, we'll be dropping on Christmas Eve. Part 2 will be dropping on New Year's Eve. You know, we normally drop on Sundays. That being said, because it is like the end of the year, we're actually going to be dropping them a little bit earlier. We're going to be dropping them at midday as opposed to 6 p.m. when we normally drop. Reason being is I don't know what you guys are going to be doing later in the evening, you know, and I want to make sure that you guys have the opportunity to listen and watch when you're cozied up on the couch, or when you just comatose after eating too much turkey. I want that to be the vibe before you turn Kicks Chronicles on. You get me, during this festive period. And guys, please note that as these are going to be our last episodes for the year, I'm going to be taking a little bit of time off in January. So the first couple of weeks in January, I'm going to be taking off. And our first podcast, and it's a banger. I can tell you that for now. You get me? Our first episode, right, will be on the 21st of January, right? Sunday, the 21st of January. And I will be probably throwing some bits up on social media just to get you guys back in the mode after the holiday season. You get me? But yeah, we'll be back stronger for a fact. And I stole that phrase from another podcast. I'm sure you guys will probably know that. Overall, I hope you find these installments entertaining, fun, engaging, and educational, right? I hope you enjoy yourselves. I've had an absolutely amazing year. You guys have completely contributed to that. Like, I'm thankful to God every single day for the opportunity to just enjoy myself and chat to you, man, and seeing some of the numbers, as we've referred to over the last few weeks, and how the podcast has grown and the interest that we're now getting in certain aspects and areas. It's an absolute blessing. So yeah, definitely throughout the last period of this year, I'll be going to church myself to celebrate my Lord and thank him for allowing me to see this year, and praying for an amazing 2024. And I'm praying that prayer for each and every one of you, man, that are listening as well. God bless yourselves and your families for all the love and support, shares, comments, subscribes, all of those things, man. They really go a long way. I'm going to say it because, I mean, it needs to be said. I don't want less than 5 stars. Don't make me shout. I don't want less than 5-star reviews. You get me? If you're reviewing, give me them 5 stars. It really does help. It really, really does help, man. We've got some big plans for 2024. I've got some big things cooking, G. You get me? Literally, and you'll find out. And hopefully, by the grace of God, you get me, I'll bring you guys along the way. And yeah, I wouldn't be in the position that I am right now if it wasn't for you. So yeah, shout out to all you, man. And yeah, man, with all of that being said, I've been your boy ProZECH. Absolute pleasure to have you and to be here. This is Kicks Chronicles, the number one, you get me, undeniable, undisputable, the baddest UK, the world, sneaker and lifestyle podcast in the world, global. You get me? And our guests this week are the amazing, the industrious, right? The awesome, right? Adam Roberts and Kaff. Not only for this week, but also for the next week as well. I hope you guys enjoy and have an amazing break. See you soon. Peace. Right. So what we're gonna do now, right, is we're gonna get to the reason we're all here. We're gonna get to the reason we're here. We're gonna talk about the top 10 kicks of 2023. But before we get into our combined list, let's briefly reflect on Complex and their list, and just briefly discuss. Now, I was talking to Adam before this, right, and I watched the whole 50 minutes, an hour panel discussion that they had, and it was a bit of a mess, I can't lie. But let's go with Complex's original list, because things moved after that panel discussion, but we're gonna reflect on the original list. So I'm gonna briefly touch on it. So at number 10 it was the Terror Squad Air Force One. At number 9 it was a Nocta Glide. Number 8 was the New Balance and Action Bronson Baklava. Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott Low in the Olive was number 7. Ami Leon Dore times New Balance 860 V2 was number 6. Air Jordan 3 James, I said James. Air Jordan 3 J Balvin. I wonder if James is his real name. I doubt it. James Balvin at number 5, Tiffany Air Force One at number 4, the Cortez Max 95 at number 3, the White Cement Reimagined at number 2, and number 1 was the Jordan 4 SB in a pine green. Brief thoughts on that list,
bro. That
please.
list is honestly not that bad. That list is honestly not that bad. There's like a good maybe 4 of them shoes I wouldn't put on that list. A good like 4 of them. But the thing is though, the shoes that I agree that should be on there, they've placed whereabouts I would place them.
Fair. And the thing is, I think there are certain parts of this list that I think I would probably say are undeniable.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain parts of this list that are undeniable. There are other parts of this list that I believe are heavily influenced by agendas.
Yeah.
I'm being real. Being heavily influenced by agendas. You have to understand Complex are a company, and they have shareholders as well, and they have people of influence that they want to placate and want to honor. And these kinds of lists are opportunities for you to do those things, right? So I definitely think that was at play. But yeah, Kaff, what are you saying, man? Brief thoughts on the list.
I think now that the dust has settled, definitely when you think of it from a US perspective, like Adam says, it seems kind of bang on for their demographic. But what I would say is sometimes I feel as if Complex choose the shoes that they feel, and I guess I mean that's what it's about. So it's opinion, but they choose the shoes that they feel people should like. Not they don't choose the shoes that they see people like. They choose the ones that I think you should like this one. Not I know people like this one because for Adidas,
that's an interesting take.
For Adidas to not feature on there, it's kind of like
wild.
You're intentionally ignoring. There's this big thing going on over here. But
I think it's wild.
But you don't rate it, so you're like, well, I'm not going to do that. I don't rate Adidas for that. So do you know what I mean?
I agree with you on that, but there's no singular like known colorway of the model that they have popping this year that stands out. They kind of just released that one silhouette.
That white, black, and brown, bro.
The OG one.
That OG, bro. That's the one, bro. Yeah, that's the one.
Because that's what they did with the Dunk. I mean, I know Panda Dunk is Panda Dunk, but you have so many.
They did put Panda Dunks on the top 10. Like,
oh yeah, you're right.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because by that they could just put, if they're doing what everyone's like wearing, they could just put all white like Air Force Ones on the list like every year.
Yeah, and I think there is something that came out recently where people are like, we think potentially when we're looking at the shoe of the year, we should probably remove all re-releases and retros just to be fair. Yeah. And I think there's a little bit to be said regarding that as well. After watching the panel, and I'll just briefly touch on the panel was hosted by Joe LaPuma, DJ Clark Kent was there, Little Yachty, Jim Jones, Kristen Noel Crawley was also there. They weren't vibing with the list at all. To be fair to them, they did not vibe with the list. As I said earlier, I think a few of these shoes on the list are kind of undeniable, and I think most people are going to agree. As I said, I feel like there was a couple of agendas at play. Even when you watch the panel discussion, DJ Clark Kent basically spends about half an hour trying to get his shoe on the list as well. which had a drop of about 300 by his own admission, which is still a drop, which he keeps on reminding Joe LaPuma. So that was interesting. Overall, I think like you guys said, I think it's interesting from the perspective of the US. I think we can understand that's their demographic, that's who they're talking to, and that's who they think is going to vibe with the list. But it was interesting when they actually put the list forward to actual people. Mm-hmm. People were not vibing with the list. There wasn't a massive acceptance of the list from the crowd at Complex Con. So it was interesting. And I think in general, especially from over here, people were not feeling the list. I think there was a lot of disgust and a lot of discussion
on mass. The list. Like
Yeah,
every
because
day.
ultimately, I've said it before, but Complex are in a bit of a weird position because ultimately they were the first to start putting out a list. So we all look at that list and we all lift it up like it should be a reflection of us, when it's only a reflection of
I
them,
wish other
right?
brands did that
And
though.
and this is it. I feel like other brands should take this opportunity to really speak about what the best shoes of the year actually was. And I think Offspring do a shoe of the year. I think other brands have started to consider it, but it'd be great if a brand on a similar size or a competing brand were to also put out a shoe of the year list, so we could compare and contrast and really understand globally what people are saying. So let's talk about our combined list now, right?
Yeah.
So for the people that are watching, for the people that are listening, I got the guys to submit their top 10, right? So Kaff submitted top 10, and Adam submitted a top 10. And essentially what I then did was assign points, right? For their position number 10, I gave it 1 point. For their position number 1, I gave that 10 points. And we combined everybody's list, and now essentially what we have is a combined top 10, right? So all the points have been collated, everything's been combined. We have created our combined list now, right? Adam and Kath have not seen this list. They have not seen each other's lists as well. So they are reacting to this in real time,
I'm ready.
right? So this is very cool for me. This is very, very cool for me, right? Before we get into the actual list, right? A few interesting tidbits, right? Observations, if you will, from the information I receive from you guys. I'm an analyst by trade, so these kind of things excite me to a greater or lesser degree, right? Now, 2 of us had the same number 1,
Okay.
right? Kind of understand. We kind of alluded to it earlier, right? But all 3 of us had the same number 7.
Oh wow.
Very, very interesting. All 3 of us had the same number
I
7.
don't even remember my list. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it's calm. But just know all 3 of us had the same number 7. Very, very weird. Very, very
Okay.
interesting. Like when I was going through everything, I was like, "Is that real?" And it was real, right? One of us only had Nike/Jordan brand in their list, and I'll give everyone 3 guesses as to who that was.
Only one of us had Jordan. What? Say again?
Only one of us had only Nike or Jordan
Oh,
brand
okay,
in their
yeah.
list.
True. Don't even guess.
Yeah, I think we know who that was, right? And one of us submitted a shoe which I am not 100% convinced actually released this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we will get into that, right? But because of how high that person had it in the list, it's made the list, right? It's made the list. So we will discuss it, right? The last thing I'll touch on is one of us doesn't know what a top 10 is because they actually submitted 13 shoes. Okay. So, and I'll give you one guess as to who that is.
13.
13 shoes in the top
That's a
10.
specific number.
Absolutely brazy movements. Brazy
Yeah.
movements. Yeah. Kath, man, have a look at yourself, G.
I could have submitted you 40,
so
to be fair.
can you
I
I saw your top
I made
40,
a
so I know what the
list.
deal is. For real, I know the 40 is strong. I know your 40 is strong still. But yeah, okay. We're doing it now. It's time. You get me, man. This is what we've been waiting for. It's the main event,
Yep.
WrestleMania season. This is the main event. Royal Rumble's about to kick off, man. At number 10, drum roll, please. We have the Haritos.
At number 10.
Dunk SB
At number
with
10.
6 points at number 10. At number 10, right? Adam, I can understand your disdain, right? And your outburst because you are the only one that had it in your top 10. It was actually number 5 for you, right? So Adam, I'm gonna give you the floor. Talk to us about the Haritos, man. Give us your reaction and talk to us about the Haritos.
Okay, do you know what it is though, right? Like, the whole reason why I like it so much is genuinely because of like color scheme material. I think color scheme material honestly just slaps like really hard. Also, I remember when the initial pictures leaked with the patchwork cut out and you can see the pattern underneath it. I personally am not going to do that to my shoe, but it's a detail that I always appreciate, especially when the retail is so low on the shoe. And also, the resale on it was not so crazy when it came out. And like, I hate that I never jumped on the shoe at all to get it, even though I got told by many people to get it. And I know friends that bought that shoe for like 240, 250. And now that shoe's like 480 in my size. I got offered a pair for like 40.
Yeah, it's only big. It's only getting. Yeah, it's only going up.
Plus, also,
it's just a shoe that everyone. To be fair, it's a shoe that a lot of people enjoyed and respected. Like I just felt there were better shoes that came out
fair
this
enough,
year,
yeah.
but yeah, it definitely was a shoe that was on my radar.
Because in terms,
I just felt it jarred me a little bit. How much, like we spoke about this earlier, right? How big it was over here, but we were kind of just begging it over here, right? So I get that, right? I get that, man.
I think in terms of reaching a demographic for SBs, only 2 SBs have really done that, and that's Harito for the Mexican community and the Powerpuff Girls for people that grew up on that show. Yeah.
I think SB, apart from obviously the Jordan 4, I think they had a bit of a quiet year. I did mention obviously the Yoto Haragumi was a fantastic shoe, and I think and I still stand on that. But I think by SB standards, I think it was a quiet year. But I think a lot of people are looking forward to that Powerpuff Girls drop. People love a pack, and just people are they're obviously going to try a couple 3. All 3 look good as well. So yeah, it's definitely a vibe. But yeah, let's move on to number 9. So number 9 is a little bit of a bone of contention. It had 7 points. It is the Armor Manier Jordan 5 in the dusk colorway. Okay. Right? So
at least it's the black pair.
It is the black pair. So I have a little bit of an issue, right? It was only on Kaff's list. Kaff put it at number 4, right? But I checked on their website and it definitely came out. It said worldwide. But was there a UK release of that shoe?
No. There wasn't, bro. You can go back because people in the US were complaining that you had to spend an extra $5 for services to get it free. It was like an additional cost. And I remember no one in the UK, bro. Bearing in mind, I hollered people to ask them, do you have the black pair? No one has a black pair, right?
No one has that shoe.
It's coming down, though.
I know 3 people that got it from Adam.
3
shipped it into the UK. Yeah. Expensive.
Really?
I don't think it's worth it, but they got it off the website. They got the raffle. It is worldwide shipping.
Have you seen it?
It was worldwide. It does say it on the website.
They got their pairs. I don't know if they did express.
So I definitely. Global, but... That's fair. Because I did ask. So I checked on the Soul Supply website. It said 2BC, and maybe they're talking about the UK. Because obviously the Dawn colorway was readily available in the UK. Came out multiple retailers and obviously on the sneakers app as well. And the dust colorway just didn't get the same kind of rollout.
If you go to Ama Manier's Instagram page for the actual drop release, it's still on there. It's global worldwide shipping.
Do you know what it is with that Dawn colorway, bro? It looked a million times better in pictures, bro. It looked so much.
It doesn't look good up. It doesn't look good up close, man. Bro. It's not the one, man.
I like it, man. I prefer the dust though, but I like the
it was way better in pictures.
I was on Doubled Up. Scott said that's his number 1. Right.
Really?
I had a pair sitting right here. Yeah, Scott said that's his number 1. I had a pair sitting right here, and I was like, bro, if you had them, I don't think you'd say they were your number 1, if I'm being honest. Because, bro, I'm being real. But can't you see the complete difference in the levels between that dusk and dawn?
Oh yeah, bro.
Like it's night and day. Literally.
Literally. Yeah.
It's literally night and day, bro. They bro, that dust colorway for me, that might be one of the best Jordan 5s to come out ever.
Oh,
like I love that shoe.
I don't know.
I love that shoe.
One, but however, I agree with you that it's clean because like I have the Bin 5 and I think I'm gonna get rid of that and get this Armor Manier 5 and probably just rock that.
Bro, that Armor Manier 5, guaranteed, bro. As the years go by, bro, more and more, bro, that's like fine wine, bro.
Swear,
That
'cause
is
at
the
the moment
baddest
it's like
five, bro. That is the baddest five, bro. That is the
it gives
baddest
me like
five.
PSG vibes. You know, like the
Yeah,
PSG
yeah.
five. It gives me vibes of them because even the Burgundy five is competing with them, like the Almanair five. I think the Burgundy five that dropped this year, like, is just as good.
Fair dues.
Yeah.
And the thing is, this is coming from a guy that's not a five guy.
Mm.
Like, it made me interested. That
Come over
dust
to the
colorway made
side,
me
bro.
interested.
Come over to the side, bro.
But like, so are we all agreeing? Are we all saying it's
I'm
fair
not mad that
that
that's on the
this
list.
shoe,
Yeah,
this shoe is on the
I'm not mad.
list,
yeah,
right?
definitely, definitely.
Definitely fair.
I still think as far as go, I still think the off white Jordan 5, the grey one, I still put that above
Oh, the
this.
Muslim pair.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Muslim pair is
No,
hard.
no, the grey one. You know the grey one that came out sneakers only. You know there was a
Oh
grey
no.
one and the Muslim one.
Oh no, but wasn't
It
it a
was like
cell pair and
it was
a
like
Muslim?
it was like really dark grey, but it came out before the Muslim one. It was a sneakers app only.
Maybe I'm
What?
mixing up the
The
names
off
because the
white
Muslim is the
fives?
black one.
Yeah, off white Jordan 5 in dark like gun. You've got it behind you.
Yeah, like they call these the Muslims.
Yeah, that's the Muslim.
Oh, is that the Muslim?
Yeah, this is the
That's the
Muslim one.
Muslim pair. Yeah.
Oh, because then there was the other one that was like all Muslim,
The
and
other one,
You know,
black.
that's the sale
so
pen.
yeah, that's the cell pair.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
this one's way
Yeah,
better.
sorry.
Yeah.
I still put that as the best, in my opinion. But I'm a Virgil stan, innit?
And
So
and that's fair. That's definitely, in my opinion, that's definitely up there as well. My limited opinion when it comes to Jordan 5s, obviously. But yeah, I definitely respect it. So obviously, there's a little bit of a theme. The first shoe that was on the list, at number 10, was only on Adam's list. Second shoe was only on Kaff's list, and funnily enough, the third shoe on this list, number 8, was only on mine. Right. At 7 points as well. And the reason why this is 8 and not a joint 9 was because of what we've discussed and the controversy of whether that shoe actually dropped. So I gave this like a little bump up, but it is the Nike Air Max 1 in the big bubble. I think we can all agree a shoe that we all love. That shoe. It's a fine shoe. May not be in everyone's top 10 because a lot of great shoes came
There's
out this
fans of
year.
that.
But for me, as I say,
mm.
bro, it's a
Yeah,
great shoe.
no.
It's a great shoe and super needed. Arcs back to 87 of like what it originally should have looked like, and after all of the changes and all the various different transitions, for whatever reason, Nike brought it back to its original shape, and people that went out for it and it showed up for it, and we love that, and it is still available in certain sizes as well. So yeah, I think they like it just kept on going and going and going and going. So yeah, big respect for that one. It was actually on my list at number 4, and that's the reason why it was able to get onto our combined list. Now, coming in at number 7 with 11 points was the J Balvin Jordan 3, right?
This is
Now,
too
this
low.
shoe...
This is too low for this shoe. I don't even own
Yeah,
it.
we don't even feel like it's too low. That shoe was fire, but we're going to get into it. Now, that list, it was actually on my list and it was on Adam's list. Didn't find its way on Kaff's list. It was pretty low on mine, but it was actually Adam's top
Can I
3.
be honest?
Gone.
The only reason it's not on my list is because I forgot. I forgot about that shoe.
How did you forget about that shoe, though?
Wow.
You forgot.
I forgot about
Wow,
it
Kaff. Bombshells.
because
Your
I
whole
really,
list is under investigation. We need to
because
VAR your list,
because
broski.
But you took
once
13 shoes, though. They didn't make...
once it's like no. I don't wanna spoil it. No, go on.
Okay.
Go on.
This guy submitted 13 shoes and forgot the J Balvin. That's hilarious. Weak. Okay. So yeah, Adam had it top 3, I believe. Yeah, Adam had it top 3, so it was the highest on your list, Adam. So talk to us about the J Balvin 3s.
Do you know what it is about the J Balvins? Well, I'm very salty I didn't get one for retail, but I've seen these in hand like multiple times. I've held them. I've like made a little mini review like when my friend got them for retail. Like the color scheme and the back tab and the outsole and the rollout and like the box. I love everything kind of about the design. I'm personally someone that thinks J Balvin's collabs aren't that bad. They're kind of just like his own taste. If you like it, you like it. Because I personally like the 2, and I've had the ones before. Like I never wore them, but I did have one like in hand. I could have realistically had all 3 now. And I'm really interested to see like how the whole series will go. But in terms of just storytelling and design, and surprisingly pretty good wearability for a shoe of like that color scheme, I think it really hit the nail on the head. Quality is great as well. Quality is really good.
Fantastic
I'm
quality
not
on the
even
shoe.
mad that the retail was like $209. I'm not even mad. Quality is amazing on it.
No, you could see it. You could see it. You can see it. And I think this is one of the things where, like, I think Nike needs to be aware of the fact that when you do go the extra mile and have really good materials and have a really good story and a speciality box as well with inserts and blah blah blah, bro, people are gonna pay the money.
Yeah.
It's a good shoe. It's a really good shoe. I did a little in-hand review for Creps Collection Club, and I was pleasantly surprised with the quality of the shoe. I felt there were certain elements of the shoe that were fantastic. I love obviously the sort of like the merge of color at the back, the varying back tabs as well were crazy. I think were fantastic. I like the coconut milk upper as well. And then the interesting thing that they did with the cement, not making it grey, just keeping that same color scheme, but just having the cracks in there as well. It almost looked like clay as opposed to like cement. Like if you want to use that, like it looked slightly different, right? It was fantastic, right? So
where was this on
yeah,
your
they
list?
really did their thing. So I actually had this. So I think I had it like 8. I think I had it 8. I could actually tell you exactly. Okay. I had this at 8. I had this at 8 on my list.
Okay.
I had it at 8 on my list. Right, and as we've deduced, Kaff forgot to put it on his list.
It should be higher. To be fair, it should be higher on the list.
Yeah, it's a very good shoe. It's a very good shoe. It's a very good, and definitely deserves to be on the list.
Not like the black one's not as good.
Nah,
the black one. I don't.
The black one
the black one isn't as good. Nah, I don't think so as well. I think there's so much like the opposite of that colorway isn't black.
Yeah. It's not like
it should have been like a dark brown. It should they should have gone a different direction with it. Like the opposite of that coconut milk colorway wasn't black. It wasn't like sometimes you do a white and then you do a black.
They should have just not.
This wasn't a white and a black.
It sounds a bit wild, but like you say, if you were gonna do an opposite to that shoe, it would have to be something to do with like the night sky. So like purple. Purple sounds wild. But at least
the story makes sense.
Yeah,
no, bro,
the story makes sense. It's just like it's harder to execute it on that. Maybe they did it like dark gray or something like that. But to be honest with you, they should have made the black one Friends and Family and just kept it rolling.
Exactly.
They did a green too, and that's Friends and Family. Yeah, that green too is tough. Like I would have grabbed that if that released. But like they should have just made that Friends and Family. Just give us one release because I would like to collect the whole series if it's worth it. When we get to 4, 5, and 6, like I'll be there for that. Is he doing this sequentially?
He's trying
to do it. He said he's trying to be the first person to get an 11.
It seems like it.
He's trying to be the first one to get an 11.
Fairs, man.
But you know what it is? For you to get all the way to 11, you can't miss, all the way from 4 till 10.
Bro, everything has to bang. And to be fair, if you're being real, yeah, his first shoe, although like comical in the fact that like it kind of looks like a fever dream, right? Bro, like it makes you feel something.
Yeah, bro.
Like it actually makes you feel something, and you don't want some mid shoe. Like so, he made an impact. I think the 2, even though slightly more wearable, was a little mid. Right? I don't think many people are talking a lot about that too.
No, they're not. But like, I thought it was a real clean shoe. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing that is like slightly off-putting is like the rainbow stitching. But like, if you look at it from afar. And like on feet, and if you wore like cargos to cover it, or if you want to show the light, you can show the light. I thought it was a very wearable shoe, man. Like quality was really, yeah. I thought it was a good shoe.
Yeah, but of the 3, obviously, I feel like the Jordan 3 is the best one so far. And if he's gonna go along this trajectory, and if the 4 becomes better and the 5 becomes better still, then I ain't mad at that.
To be fair, there's a few collaborators that I think are doing that model, going up sequentially. I think they started with a 3, but they've had a 1, they've had a 2,
they've had a 1,
got a 3,
and they've had a 2
had
now.
a 4, they just got the 5 now.
They've had a 4.
So
like the only people that went as far as they can is Dornbecker. Like that's the only people.
Yeah,
they're the only people.
Yeah, you can't miss if you're doing it like that.
Exactly, like it's the right. Like not everything can be good.
That's true. That is true. That is true. It's just life. So yeah, moving on, coming in at number 6. And I'll beg you guys' indulgence with regards to this because I did a little bit of finessing, a little
It's
bit
your
of
podcast,
maneuvering
bro.
on this. Yeah,
Your podcast, bro. Yeah.
I'm saying allow me small, right? Coming in at number 6 is J Tips times Saucony with 12 points. Now, the reason why I'm putting it on this list partly is because, like you said, it's my podcast, but also, right, not to throw our combined list into disrepute, but also because I feel like he deserves some flowers. I feel like he deserved to be on the list. He was at Complex Con dropping what's the occasion, and they aired him, bro. To be fair, I watched the broadcast, and the lady, her name escapes me. I think her name is Kristen. She called out for J Tips not being on the list. The crowd
I saw that,
erupted.
yeah.
They were like, "Where is J Tips on this list?" Lil Yachty had not heard of that shoe. He
bought it
bought the
there and
shoe
then.
on
Are we
stage
talking about the
on
colourful looking joint?
$210. I'm talking about yes, it is the
Colourful
colourful
looking one,
looking
right?
one. The first one that came out, the Remember Who Fronted,
Yeah,
the pink
yeah.
one. It's
It's like
predominantly pink.
green.
He bought that site like on site, right? It's on me and Kaff's list. Obviously because
Where was it on all of
certain
you guys'
people
list?
didn't have.
Where was it? Because don't get me wrong, I get why the shoe's here, but there's no chance, or at least to me, that this shoe's better than the last 2 shoes that
Interestingly,
we mentioned.
but it's an interesting discussion. But interestingly, we both had it at 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
We both had it at 5, and the reason why I'm saying both of us is, Kaff, he outlined the what's the occasion, and I outlined the Remember Who Fronted. In my mind, because of who he was and because essentially he put Saucony on his back, in my mind I felt like I wanted to combine everything, right? I felt like I just wanted to do J Tips times Saucony, right, and just give him his flowers in this spot because I feel like he deserved to be in this list, right? For him to have the kind of year that he had, for literally, as I say, putting that brand on his back as their primary designer and collaborator, and literally smashing it out of the park on great new silhouettes that we don't know about and we haven't really got a history with, and making people want to buy shoes that they've never seen before. Like it speaks a lot. So I just wanted to give my man his flowers for having an amazing year. What are you guys saying on that?
Bro, I'm not mad at it, man. I like newcomers to the game. I like people that can come like shift waves. Even though I might not buy the product, I still see you. Like I'm not buying it, but I still see you. Eventually, you might get someone that's like me to buy it. You know what I mean? Like the whole, bro, you never know. The whole trend and wave can change. Like and something can happen. Like I don't think I'll leave Jordan Brand, but like new things always like come. Like I never thought I would get the Knock the Glide, to be honest. And then I saw it, and then I needed it. So yeah, I'm all here for the newcomers. I know what the shoe looks like. I've got a visual like where this is looking like, but like. Fair. To be fair, I've actually seen the packaging for that shoe. Packaging is good too.
Packaging was good as well. Packaging was good.
I've never seen one in person.
No, I haven't seen it in person as well. Kaff, any thoughts on J Tips?
I think so. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you said everything I would say. Adam said everything else I would say. It's nice to have newcomers, breathe some fresh life into the game. It's good for Saucony to be entered into the chat. Do you know what I mean? Because they do their thing every now and then with good quality materials, but they don't get the recognition because it's not something most people are after. That's just the reality. And I think J Tips to Saucony is what Soleil Bembry is to New Balance. So I think it's nice.
Yeah,
absolutely. I couldn't have said it any better, bro. That is exactly it. Like he is their primary. He is their number one. He is who they're completely putting the house behind, and I'm here for it. Like they chose the right one. Like you could just tell they chose the right one.
Yeah.
He values that collaboration and that relationship, and he's up in his game every single time. And I just can't wait to see what comes out in 2024. Now, winging our way to number 5, which was really, really interesting because, as I mentioned earlier, there was one shoe on the list which all of us had in exactly the same position, and it is this shoe. It is the Born and Raised Nike SB with 12 points, right? Very, very unique. Exactly the same spot on all of our lists, all in at number 7. Like, So yeah, very, very interesting. Kath, I'm gonna come back to you on this one. What are you saying on the born and raised?
I think obviously the release, the initial drop,
Mm.
the what's his name that part unfortunately passed away. Rest in peace. Um,
Chris Printop, I think
yeah, it
his
already
name
had
was. Yeah.
it already had a bit of a story in terms of the color blocking. It's not something that we're unfamiliar with, like a sort of a UNC
Hmm.
blue. But then you see it with the pink laces and the
Yeah, the
sort of
bandana lace is
yeah,
crazy.
man. It's just I think it's a nice shoe. It's got a good story, um, and I think that's a good place for it on the list. It's like smack bang in the middle,
Yeah,
and the reception to it was huge. So
I
yeah,
don't mean to disregard like the owners like passing of this, but I'll be so real. Like there's like a good maybe like 98% of people in the community that are not. I've personally never heard of Born and Raised. I still don't really know too much
mm,
about the Born and Raised brand. Obviously, like I researched a bit when I wanted to see what the shoe was about, but in terms of straight design, knocked it out of the park. In terms of straight, I've seen it in
yeah.
person. Quality is great. The hologram at the back, I'm a big sucker for like Born SB and the Nike SB. That was tough. The holographic swoosh, I like that as well. I honestly feel like that joint could have came with special packaging.
mm.
I think it could have
Mm,
came with special
mm.
packaging.
Especially
Yeah,
after what happened, right? Yeah, I
I
think
The
you're
think
right.
re-
I think you're absolutely right.
I think there was special packaging in the Crenshaw, not Crenshaw, in the drop in the US.
Possibly.
They had a they had like a blue bandana box, but there was only like 30 of them.
Mm,
So it
Okay.
wasn't friends and family, but it was just like the local store.
Plus, also, man, like that shoe, because I would like that shoe, but like I don't want to spend like what it is. Like I really like the shoe. Maybe I'll get it.
Yeah.
Like if I found like a used pair, then yeah. But I think I might just like find that shoe like for wifey and call it a day. Like, cause that's like 230, 250, something like that for a small size.
Mm.
But no, it was plus
it's a
also the
super strong
outsole,
shoe, man.
like Born SB on the outsole.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I like it when a brand
Born SB was crazy.
will take its own name and combine it with SB in the branding. You know what I mean?
I like it. I like it. I also like. I mean, obviously, the shoe is heavily based on South Central LA, right? And one of the things that is known over there is obviously the gang culture,
Mm.
the Latin gang culture, with that style of tattooing, the the sort of that eyelid almost tattoos that were on the toe box.
Yeah.
I thought were sick. I thought were
Oh
crazy.
yeah,
Almost,
that's true. Yeah, yeah.
bro, that's very, very cool to me. Like those little
Mhm.
touches, like that's complete South Central. And then the Brogue style embossments in the toe box as well was really, really cool. I just think overall, this shoe was about
Mhm.
details
Mm.
and an amazing story. And I think you're right. Adam, I had no idea what Born and
Mm.
Raised was before all of this came out, but like there was enough in it, and then
To
the
intrigue like
execution of
us
the
to get
shoe, bro, just to make you want to know more and more and more. And I think I completely agree with Kath. I think 5 is a fair
very fair.
spot for the Born and
Yeah,
Raised.
I don't
Um,
blame it being
and
higher than the
yes,
Harito. I don't blame it because like
mm,
that's it's kind of like bread and butter. Like to be honest, I
Mm.
would say the Born and Raised is more wearable than the Harito.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably say
definitely,
it's more
Yeah.
wearable.
definitely. Nah, I can't say enough good things about that shoe. It's a very, very cool shoe with a lot of cool details. Okay, so winging our way to number 4 with 14 points. It was actually on my list and on Kath's list. It was 6 on mine, second on Kath's. We're talking about the Kith times Clarks times Adidas Samba. We spoke a little bit earlier about Adidas, spoke a little bit earlier about Class and Kith. Now we're talking about their collaboration, very unique, a triple collaboration, right? Kath talked to me about the Samba.
Bro, it's like it's the model. It's the fact that Clarks have put their little spin on it with the midsole. Obviously, their sort of
Hmm.
patented midsole and outsole. The colors, it's like a neutral color. It goes with everything. If you see it in person, you're like,
Super
okay,
wearable,
okay, I get it. And
quality.
I know Kith have their Kith filter, and they make everything look like Grail status. But I just think for the it's the perfect collab to sign off a year that the Adidas Samba has been so strong. Um,
Boom.
and it's a super collab. It's a three collaborators. It looks so good in person. You need to see it in person,
It's
man.
the best Samba in the year where the Samba was the shoe of the
It's the
year.
best Samba.
It's the best Samba. it's the best Samba, right? Now, while you were talking, Kaff, yeah, I think for the first time, Adam may have just seen this shoe on his computer.
No.
And his
I had to
reaction.
Google. I had to go Google what this like colorway slash shoe was. Yeah, because I'm like this. Because I heard
What is
Samba and I'm like, I need to Google this because there's no way this makes it high.
what is your real time reaction to what this shoe looks like?
Bro, I don't understand how this shoe. If it's on the list, then fine. But like, I don't know how this made like higher than the rest of the choices. You know, like I don't even like. Yeah, I don't know how this made it. I don't think a single Samba should be on this list. No, I get it. It was the most
Oh
popular
my
silhouette,
days.
but like, I personally just don't like the silhouette.
That's
I
fair.
get
That's
it. It's
fair.
huge. I just don't really like the silhouette. There's not really much that they can like add to it. Like, I
Bro,
think it's
you're
too
not
flat.
down with the kids.
Like, I think the shell's
You need to jump. You need to up your TikTok game, broski, because you're not down, bro. You're not down. You need to get it together.
I gotta get into Adidas.
You need to get it together, bro. You need more Adidas. If you're gonna get them numbers up, you need more Adidas, G.
That might be the key.
No, but no, respectfully though, I feel like it would be hard for us to have a legitimate list without having this Samba on the list. Honestly, like, and whether you like the silhouette or you don't like the silhouette, I think it's important for you to acknowledge what actually happened in the game, bro. Like, it was real. Like, I'm saying, the Samba took over for a year, and it may not be the same next year, but we have to accept it,
won't
man.
be the same
This
next
actually
year.
happened.
It won't be the same next year. It won't.
Like, we're pretty sure it won't be the same next year, but it is what it is, man. We have to give it its respect now. So now we are moving into the top three. Right now, this is the business end of the season, man. Real talk, you get me? Right, this shoe it came in at number 3 with 19 points, right, out of 30. All of us had it on our list, because we're talking about big boys now. Kaff had it at 10.
Swear. At number 10, and it's made number 3. First.
Right, and I'll tell you why. I had it at number 3. You had it at number 1. Okay. And that's the reason why you're going to talk about it. It's the Jordan 3 white cement, bro.
Okay. Well, let me get the DS per. So you see this shoe, right? It's because, like, it's my number 1 because literally I've worn it every single day, like, since it came. Well, maybe not since it came out. No, I think I unDS'd like a month after it released. Plus, also, bro, I just remember so many things that happened when I got this shoe. Like, the day the shoe released, I had my most viral video to date drop on that exact same day. My most viral video like I've ever had like on TikTok dropped on that day. I remember my like app crashing, like my phone was like blowing up of like literally just so many likes and comments and everything like that. And I was literally picking up the shoe in Harrods that same day. And this is like, I think even my box has my name on it. Yeah, they put my name like on the box for it as well. Plus also the Jordan 3 is my 3rd favorite Jordan silhouette. Like, I even prefer the Blacksmith 3s to this. But I've literally worn the shoe every day, done everything in it. It's super comfortable for me. It's like iconic.
It's a solid shoe.
Iconic. Yeah. At one point, I've had so many variations like of the White Cement 3s as well. Like, I had these plus free throw lines. Plus, I think I had a what do they call them? There was a 2011 pair with a Jumpman. I had that one as well, but I flipped that. Like, I had it for the low. But no, just to have so many white cements at one time. And what I went through, like, in the shoe all year, this is easily my number 1 shoe. Yeah. Plus, like, even the little extra details that they did. This is by far the best reimagined shoe they've done. Like, I don't think the Lost and Browns come close to these.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy.
I think, like, this is just...
now, don't go too far, G. Don't go too far. It's a banging shoe, but the Lost and Founds is in a completely different echelon.
No,
Be respectful. Be respectful, bro.
The only thing
in fact, yeah, let me even get something right. Let me even get something right, yeah. The Lost and Founds isn't even a reimagined. That's a different shoe entirely, bro. That's a different shoe. The Lost and Founds, the premise for the Lost and Founds is it's the same shoe found 25 years later, bro. Like, let's get this right. It's not reimagined. It's what would have happened to the shoe if it was locked away in that mom and
This
pop
is low-key
shop
the
for
same thing.
however
They just
many
didn't
years.
advertise it as that.
Bro, it's not the same
This
thing,
isn't
bro.
as
It's not the
aged,
same
though.
thing. All right? No, don't let me start talking bad
Okay, about the shoe. I'm happy
about
it
the
made the top 3.
free. The free is hard. The free
Number
is super
10
hard.
though,
As I
Cap.
say,
Number 10 though.
it's my
Number
yeah, bro.
10.
Calf, that is wild. That is wild, bro. That is wild.
I just
Put in another, and by the way, yeah, let's put this all out there. It was joint 10th.
Joint 10th.
It was joint 10th from the Travis Olive.
Oh yeah, that shoe hasn't come up yet.
He was joint 10th for the Travis Olive. Interesting fact about the Travis Olive, we all had it on our list, but it was all super low, so it didn't make the overall list, right? So I mean, it is what it is. It wasn't. It's a fair shoe. It's a cool shoe, but it isn't that shoe, right? But yeah, 10th for this shoe is mad. Like, can you justify / explain what you're thinking of, broski?
honestly, I just think that there was so much that dropped this year, and I feel like it deserved to be on the list, but I didn't. I don't think I put a lot of thought into where it was going on the list. I just knew it had to be on there.
Yeah.
Fair dues.
But I think it's a dope shoe. I think it's arguably if if we're allowed to put retros or reimagines on shoe of the year lists, I don't see why it's not a head to head between this and the SB4. If in my honest opinion, but for me, personally, because my list is my list and not what I think everyone else likes. That's just where it ranks. And if I could get it,
Oh, fair dues.
if I could get it, I would get it. It's just every time it dropped, I didn't have money, and then when it restocked,
Bro,
I didn't have money.
you see,
So I was like,
you got the you dropped the restock news and you didn't even
I didn't
get it.
even
That's
get it.
mad.
I didn't even get it.
He did it
That's
for
how
the
you
people.
know. That's how you know it's selfless, bro. I put stuff and I hit.
For real, no, it's completely selfless. It's completely selfless. I
But I
respect
never
that.
even
I
hit for
completely
retail when
respect
they
that.
came out. Like I didn't get it on the sneakers.
Nah, I
I had to
didn't
go
hit
get
it.
it from other retailers.
Oh, serious?
Nah,
Yeah, I
didn't
couldn't
hit
even get it
at
on the
all.
sneakers app.
Oh, wow. I know
Where?
JD
Yeah,
had them in store, and my bitch was like,
I got. Yeah, bro. JD had them, bro. They
JD
were
had them in store,
everywhere.
bro.
JD had them
Yeah,
in
bro.
store.
Yeah.
Bro,
And I went
guys,
there and
I'm
I was like,
telling you,
oh,
like,
That's
if
I
I
wild.
was like,
wanted
oh,
to, I could have genuinely got like 10 pairs of them.
yeah.
I could. It
I would.
was like at
J,
retailers, but they were there, bro.
Wow.
JD Westford Stratfields, Stratford Westfields. Went in there. I was like, what size you got? They were like size 6 to 11. And I just knowing that I didn't have the piece together, I was like, can I see it, please?
Oh my days.
I would have got them.
Kath, this is the thing, man. Kath, you actually need to think of me in these scenarios, broski. Like, cause my man, like I'm saying, like I've dipped into the used, which I'm happy about because I got them for below retail. But at that time when they dropped, I was so salty that I couldn't get a pair, bro. Especially in a size 12, man. I suppose you were saying that they had it at 6 to 11, so maybe I would have still been out. Yeah, I always struggle when it comes to these bigger sizes, man.
Yeah, because you historically
yeah.
have the most in demand size and the least produced size combined together.
This is it. This is it. It's like it's terrible. It's a bad spot to be in, bro. It's a bad spot to be in. And Nike don't do a 12.5.
Yeah, they stopped.
You get
Yeah,
me?
they
Like,
stopped
so
doing
it's-
that.
That's so
Yeah,
weird.
I
Yeah,
thought
they
that.
don't do. It's so random, right? They don't do it. It just goes from 12 to 13, and I'm like, bro, I'm a 12.5. I should be a 12.5. I just manage a 12. You get me? Like, and I'm not going up to a 30. Like, it is what it is, man. We have to just manage our lives, man. We all have crosses to bear, right? We'll move on to number 2. Number 2 at 24 points. Right, as I said before, on all of our lists, Kath,
I know what this is.
You know what it is, right? Kath had this at number 3. Adam had it at number 4. I had it at number 2. Right? It is the Cortez 95. That whole pack got a green, pink beams.
What is the best
Le
colorway?
Bleu. For me, it's
Pink
the pink
beam.
beam.
Yeah,
I have to put that out there. The pink beam is the top.
No.
It's top tier. Pink beam is crazy. I still haven't managed to
Me
cop
either,
out.
bro.
Before it's all said and done,
And
you get me? I'm copping that shoe. Like I'm saying, like, but I don't know what's gonna happen because the resale just keeps on going higher. It just keeps on going higher. It's crazy.
I think I had 5 or 6 opportunities to get them for retail. I was convinced that them joints would end up at the outlet, bro.
Were you?
Are you serious?
100%, bro. I thought they was gonna go to the outlet. I didn't even bother.
Nah, bro.
Bro, I
No way.
remember when,
No
bro,
way.
there's so many chances. Like the 110 drop. I was like, nah, I
Bro,
can't.
that's the flop. That was the flop for me
I can't
because
be bothered with
I
that.
was doing something that day. Bro, I grew
I
up
had
in
nothing to
Bermondsey,
do that
bro.
day, bro. And I
Bro,
decided to not go. I decided to.
this is nuts, bro. I was like doing the thing that I was meant to be doing that day, screwing,
Yeah.
knowing that I could have been at the ends and trying to get these kicks, bro.
Mm-hmm.
For 110, which was cheaper than the actual retail
Yeah.
drop as well. Yeah, very, very cool. Like just like what Cortez was able to do this year, like this is a movie, bro. I've said it before, but I feel like it was a movie. Like people are gonna have their thoughts and their feelings about Cortez, Clint, and what these guys have done. And for some people, like the brand is polarizing, and I get that because they like they're firm in their belief,
Yeah.
right? But like they represent something, man.
Yeah, no.
Strong
They
way,
had
bro.
undeniable
In a
brand
strong way,
across the world.
bro. You can't deny them,
Yeah,
bro.
across the world.
And the thing is, when it comes to they have mastered, and this is one of the reasons why I understood the reason why Nike had to connect with them and use them in terms of a collaboration partner, is because they have mastered how to connect with their tribe, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They speak the language of their people. They click their fingers and thousands of people
Be
jump.
there.
Like it is, bro. It is amazing
Yeah, but
levels
bro,
to see a brand from the Bolo all the way to now, bro. They've not stopped, and it keeps on getting bigger. So, just hats off to Cortez and what their man have done. Like I can't say it enough, man. Just big up them, man.
Yeah, bro. If you would have told me that, like, because I've had homies, like I've got homies that are close to this brand, and they've been wearing Cortez since like 2017 when we was in school. And I remember they had the original joggers that would just have their name like just all over it. Like I don't know, I forget the name of the design, but it's just their name Cortez just all over the joggers, like just everywhere. And now they have a Nike collab. Like I never, bear in mind they have another one releasing next year. I don't know if this one will make the same weight.
Hirachi. Apparently, it's a Hirachi cross trainer. I believe that's the one that people are saying.
I would have thought it would have been another
Although
Air Max.
it would have been cool if it was another Air Max. I believe, though, when it came out, I don't know whether you're going to mention this, Kaff.
No,
do you want to jump in?
I was just going to say.
No, I was going to say.
Sorry, I was just going to say that the Hirachi, Clint is very in touch with nostalgia. So the whole 1 to 110 95 London thing, back before the 95, and then this is my era. The Hirachi flight was a big one. The Hirachi with the strap,
big, huge.
Put a sock behind the tongue for buffers. With he's going down that whole route.
Talk your talk, bro.
He's going down that whole route, man.
Nah, bro, and he's bringing it. And the thing is, and it's so interesting because I don't know how old Clint is, right? But bro, he's managed to connect about 3 different generations. Like, bro, like honestly, like I don't know how he's done it. Like, but thing is, I'm an older guy. I've got people that I vibe with that are a lot younger than me, and we all vibe with Cortez, bro. Like he's like, I'm saying, like he's mastered like marketing. Like he knows how to do it. But the point I was gonna make earlier with regards to the Hirachi was, he came out and said it was cap, right? He tweeted that it was cap. I think it's less to do with the Hirachi. I think it's still going to be Hirachi, but I think was cap was Soul Supply put out some renderings that may not be the actual design, and I think that's what he was referring to, because I'm in the same boat as you, Kaff. That shoe speaks of an era, a very similar era to the 95, where we were talking about nostalgia. That is, and bringing that shoe to the modern day, like making it cool and fresh for this younger generation, bro. Like, and then giving us something to look back and say, bro, that was the shoe of our, bro. There's not many places and people in this world that rate that shoe the way that we rate this shoe in London, bro. We rocked the hell out of that shoe. All the way through my secondary school, college, bro, we rocked the hell out of the Hirachis in all various different forms and kinds. And it's just never really been redone on that type of tip, right? So, yeah, if he does it, bro, we're here for it, bro. I'm just putting that out there right now.
Everyone
like,
start wearing Hirachis, like all of a sudden, man. Everyone's gonna start wearing them.
Like, bro,
I've seen it.
It's gonna become a thing, bro.
I've seen it twice in my lifetime already. The Hirachi come back with a crazy wave and then just dives. It's like straight off.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see it. Because remember, I don't know if any of you were around for the triple red Hirachi back in the day. People went
That
triple
sounds
black
like a
and triple red.
2011, like 2012 kind.
People went mental, and then all of a sudden it was like overnight, no one cared about the Russian. Like overnight.
So interesting, man. It's like a yeah, man. It's like a literal switch.
Yeah,
Because I remember sort of around, bro. I think they started doing weird things. Like I remember around 2014, they started bringing out ultra
like
Harachis
lights and
and
stuff.
stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Like just different
yeah.
weird things, and I'm like, bro, stop messing
Mm,
around. Like, just stop messing around. Like, it's an OG silhouette that people love. Like, and like it really, really speaks to a generation that like we vibe with that shoe. Stop playing
mm.
games with it, man. Just respect it for what it is. But it is what it is, man. But now, yeah, this is it, bro. We've
Know what
got
it
to the number
is.
I
one.
think we
Know
know
what
what
it
it
is.
is.
I'm saying like we all know what it is, man. I'm saying I'm trying to build it
Should we
up, but
all
it's
just bring
true.
it out at the
It
same
is
time?
true.
Just
Do you know
bring it
what?
out at the
I
same
mean, we might as well. I mean, we could do that. I mean, we all have it, so I mean.
Oh, I had 3 pairs of these.
Three.
I had 3 pairs.
Jesus.
This guy's always showing off, man. Why is he showing off?
Only got one left. It's a shame. But I'll be so real, bro. They better not give us another colorway. Keep this special, bro. Keep this. I don't
Boy,
want another
that's a
color, bro.
story.
They'll do another one.
No,
You
no.
know,
'Cause I heard
you
the
know.
rumor
Yeah,
they were doing a
they
Jordan
are doing
6
another.
SB.
How
Oh, really?
I heard it's Jordan 6 SB. I hope we don't get another one of these.
but didn't they say they were gonna do a blue
No, that was like it
SB?
was rumor, and then like got
Yeah,
debunked like entirely.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
They keep
Okay.
people keep doing that. They keep putting up renders and saying, "Oh, it's
Yeah,
coming soon." They did
bro.
a black render, same color blocking but black, and with a gum outsole. It looks nice, but I haven't heard any
Bro,
legit.
that would have been
Yeah, bro.
crazy.
I'll even send
Can't
it to you,
lie.
bro.
This same shoe with a
I'll
black,
even send it to
bro.
you, bro. Someone sent me a photo of someone wearing like an actual one with blue on it. Yeah. I'll send you the photo. I've got it like on my phone. Yeah, someone did had a.
I'm saying Photoshop is
No,
mad
it's
out
not
here, bro.
Photoshop, bro.
This
It's an
Photoshop is
actual pair.
crazy.
Like,
So do you think they made samples? They
no,
probably just
bro.
made a
No, it's a
sample.
fake shoe. It's a fake shoe, 100%. Yeah, but they just have
Oh.
blue on it instead of green. A real
they
shoe.
got samples.
For 1 second, I was living in a fully authentic world where I completely forgot that people
But I'll be
fake
real. Like, I don't even think that. Like,
into shoes.
I don't even think that the other colors would bang as much as the green, though.
Mm,
Yeah, the green took me by surprise. I mean, I'm wearing green
Yeah.
today. I'm a big fan of green. I didn't think it was
the
going to be
shoe.
as universal, and it was just perfect, bro.
Yeah,
Kath, I remember when we had our interview. You mentioned the undefeated 97s
yeah,
and the sort of Gucci element
yeah,
of that shoe. And even though you were upset because you picked up for expensive, like the Gucci, I always vibe with the Gucci element of it, the
yeah,
red
Yeah.
and the green, and the little like hits of red, like in the
Yeah,
jump
bro.
man,
Like,
and that particular green, bro. Like,
damn.
bro, like they just did so many nice, cool little things. They could have gone green on the jump man. They could have done
No.
another color, but that
It's
red
the right
pops.
amount of
That
contrast.
red pops. Like it's so perfect. Like, and like there's very rare do you get a shoe where unanimously people are like
it's
this
perfect.
shoe bangs.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
perfect.
Like
The
it
fact
literally
that
bangs.
I mean, bro, like as much as I love the White Cement Reimagined, I swear I'm not mad at all for this being like this is my number 2. Like, actually,
Yeah.
where was this for
Yeah.
everybody?
Yeah, so me and Kath had it at
Number
number
one.
1, you had it at number
That's
2,
what I'm
so
saying. Like,
29
I
out of
had it at
30.
number 2, bro.
29 out
Like,
of 30.
the only reason why I don't think this was my number 1 is because like I just wore it less than the Reimagined, but and I just like classics more than this. But this shoe right here, the fact that we all have it, the resale is not that insane, at least for my size. I know for you, man, it's crazy. The fact that it was complex is number 1. It's probably the most number 1 worn Jordan 4 of the year. It's the best Jordan 4 of the year. Like, no, this shoe definitely like has like spoken volume. Plus, also, not a couple
It's
Jordan
hard to
4s
argue,
ain't
man.
even sell out this year.
Yeah.
So, like this one right here, and people are still
Mm.
talking about it and wearing it. I won't lie, even at Creps, this is like the number 1 shoe everyone wearing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, number 1 shoe.
100%. Like, it can't be denied, man. It actually can't be denied. And I think I'm just happy, like we alluded to earlier. I'm just happy that I've got a Jordan 4 I can wear, man.
Yeah.
It's
I'll be
so
comfortable in.
comfortable, man.
Like finally, I'm just so happy, man. And the fact that it's actually the one, the fact that it's Neo, bro, the fact that it's the colorway, it's the fit, it's the shape, it's the mud guard, like it's everything, bro. That sale that
Even
they
the box,
chose,
like
like
we got that new
it's everything,
SB like
bro.
looking box
Yeah.
like for Jordan.
Come on, man. Oh, don't put the box over
Yeah.
there, man. But it's such a nice. It's everything about it worked, and they just spent time with it, and you can tell when Nike spends time on things, like you can really see the difference. Like, so yeah, massive thanks for going through that. Quick recap for everybody keeping score. The Haritos came in at number 10. Amamania in the Amamania Jordan 5. Dusk colorway coming at number 9. Number 8 was the Nike Air Max Big Bubble. Number 7 was the J Balvin Jordan 3. Number 6, J Tips and Saucony, their whole collab. Number 5 was the Born and Raised Nike SB. Number 4 was the Kicks Khronicles Adidas Samba. Number 3 was the Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined. Adam's still salty about that. Number 2 is the Cortez 95 collaboration, and number 1, unanimously almost because of our friend there, is the Jordan 4 SB Pine Green. Absolutely smashed it, lads. Couple of little tidbits following on from the list. Of the submitted lists, Adam actually only had 6 shoes make the list into the top 10.
I'll be real. Where was the Nocta Glide in this list? You know? Yeah, where was the Nocta Glide?
Let me be real. I'm gonna tell you now. The Nocta Glide was actually number 11.
Okay, first.
Right? It was actually
close,
number 11. Right? It was close. Only because of you. You were the only one that had it on your list, but you had it high. You had it high. You almost did it, man. And if we'd have decided to remove the Armament, the Nocta would have come in. And you get me? And to be fair, I think it is Drake's best silhouette today. It's grown on me.
To be fair, even over the Jordans.
I was a number 1 up of the Nocta Glide. When I first saw it, I hated it, and then I think I saw. I saw Jez from Offspring, and someone else at Creps City wearing them, and she had it with She had it with baggy pants, and it was just peeking out the bottom, and I was like, do you know what?
Bro, it's a good shoe,
really
bro.
Good shoe, you know?
It's got, bro, it really has that Air Max vibe, bro. It's got a little bit of bulk, and it just sits with baggies, and it's like, bro, this shoe is in this moment. It's the right shoe, bro. It just hits.
These joints do not look nice with shorts on, though. They don't look nice with shorts. They look like when you cover sign over them. I'll be real.
Better with trousers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't wear these.
And I've heard the comfort is good.
This is a whole size small. I ordered the wrong size. And I took the insole out of this, and it's still comfortable, bro.
Oh snap!
Yeah, it's still comfortable. I no insole.
Bro, I was speaking to people at Sneakerhead, and I think it was one guy. I think his name was Sam. He does a lot of stuff on TikTok as well. He was saying it's the most. Yeah. He was saying it's like the most comfortable shoe. Like he just wears the Nocta Glides now. And I was like, wow. I like it. Yeah. He was saying it over those, right? So I was like, okay, that's heavy praise still. A couple of other bits, like I did mention earlier, the Travis Scott Olive was on all of our lists, but super low, so obviously didn't make the list. It made, so that was one that didn't make it off my list. The only other shoe that didn't make it off my list, right, was I had the Jound times New Balance 991 in the brown. It's not going to be on most people's list, but I think that shoe is beautiful. And yeah, before it's all said and done, and I say that a lot, but that shoe shall be mine. It definitely shall be mine. Kaff had the ALD 860 V2 plus the Night Vomero, which we mentioned earlier in the Supersonic colorway. Definitely. The Night Vomero did its thing. The Night Vomero is a fantastic shoe.
It's so comfortable.
Adam, yeah, bro. Yeah, definitely a very comfortable shoe. Adam, as we mentioned, had the Nocta Glide. Also, another shoe that was interesting on Adam's list was the Chris Paul Jordan 1 Low. One of the best collaborations.
That was my number 8.
Like honestly,
that's my number 8.
Yeah. It was. That was your number 8. Honestly, one of the best player collaborations I think I've seen in the last sort of five years. I think that was a fantastic shoe, completely underrated. Not many people talking about it at all. So shout out to you for having it on your list. But yeah, the detailing on that shoe is
man.
fantastic.
I
Did,
get a pair
Absolutely
of them.
amazing.
did the Voodoo come out this year? The Jordan 1
No,
Low Voodoo? Was
Nah,
that last
nah,
year?
nah,
Chris Paul's
nah.
better than
That
that
was
one,
last
man.
year. Yeah.
Chris Paul.
It was better.
But
I
have you
think it's
seen them
better.
in hand?
I think it's better.
Oh my!
Yeah, I
Nah,
see
they're
him
No, I
in
haven't.
person.
No, I
they're
haven't seen him in hand.
incredible, bro.
Yeah, I
They,
haven't
like
seen.
I need to get
Yeah,
one
no, I
before the
really
resale
respect that.
spikes up because it will.
Mm.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. I put a lot of respect on that shoe. Like when I saw it on your list, I was low key happy because ultimately, like, it's not gonna get a lot of praise from
It kind of released out of nowhere.
most places. This is it as well. So when you put it on your list and I saw it there, I was like, it gives us an opportunity to at least talk about it a little bit and put some respect on that because yeah. And Chris Paul has actually had some decent collabs. I know he had a kill shot before that was
I got
decent
one.
as well. Like he's done. I'm saying I know he's got some
Got
P's
one.
and stuff that he's done. Like he's always done like really cool stuff, and he's like got a decent style about him. Like so, his stuff is never like over the top or crazy in any way,
He's
and
got
it's
memorable
wearable.
releases.
Like he's got good releases, man. So I'll put some respect on his name. So yeah, man. Overall, like I think, are we happy with the
Yeah,
list?
no,
Do you think
Yeah,
the
man.
list is
100%.
fair?
It's a good list, man.
100%. The list is
Yeah.
diverse. The list is
Yeah,
diverse.
it is
Like,
diverse. It's diverse now. No thanks to you, but yeah.
no, the list is diverse, and I'm very happy with the top three. I'm not even mad.
Yeah.
I put the J Balvin 3 in my top three. That's just because like I'm a Jordan head. But in terms of like moments for the year, our top three I think is very solid. I think them joints should easily be top three.
Yeah.
Cool. So, quick question in terms of 2024, what are we looking forward to?
Military blues. Military blues. Military blue. Yeah, no, bro. If they, because the rumor is that they're coming with this SB shape, you know. Personally, I don't think they will.
Yeah.
But the rumor is that they're gonna come in this SB shape. If they do, without a doubt, that is gonna be like top 10 of the year.
I think it's definitely a shoe that you need to cop and just
Yeah.
put it. My feet will tell me
Yeah.
whether it's really what it is, but like I mean, it looks crazy.
I think also, I mean, obviously we need more details, but the Supreme Jordan collab. I think DJ Khaled is having another Jordan next year. The Olympic 6 comes out. The Olive 5 is coming out. My excitement for the reimagined breads has definitely come down. Like I have a strong feeling I'm going to get that shoe for retail and sit on it till December and move it to December. I think that's what I'm gonna do. You know.
Okay.
Just 'cause I got.
I mean the reimagined breads
they
look good though.
but they're not necessary.
They look good in the leather, but yeah, but it is a little bit of a polarizing.
I just think
like fact that they are in leather as opposed to something
think
else.
if you've got the OG bread fours, if the bread fours were leather already, everyone would be asking for nubuck or suede. And I just think if you've got the OG, you've got the perfect one already. But I can see people getting it because leather's a bit more water resistant. Whatever, people will find an excuse to go for it.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's one you need if you've got the OG.
Yeah, it's a great shoe, but you don't need that. Yeah, you really don't need that. Plus, also, oh, sorry to cut you off. We have rumors still, like for shoes that are still supposed to come out next year. Like the Black Tongue Fire Red 5 is rumored for next year. I'm begging because that's like my favorite Jordan 5 ever. Favorite Jordan 5 ever. That means you could probably say it's one of my favorite shoes of all time because Jordan 5 is my favorite silhouette. So we have that. The DMP Raptor is rumored for next year. The Jordan 11 release for next year is apparently going to be a UNC colorway. It won't be the Legend Blue. It's going to be UNC. So it's going to be like Concord, but instead of black, it's UNC Blue.
Boy. I'm waiting for Space
Not that bad of a choice though. I think a pretty safe choice for them.
I'll be back.
But in terms of Jordan 1s,
any UNC is likely to sell out.
I don't think
the people vibe with it. I'm not a massive fan. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the UNC colorways in any of the silhouettes. I just it's light blue, and light blue don't really start. It don't work. It don't
Yeah.
work with my color palette. You get me? So it's not something I'm vibing with. But yeah, I can see it selling out.
I don't think there's a single Jordan 1 that I'll get next year.
But if any Jordan ones actually come out next year,
I
because
want
that bubble has officially burst.
Yeah,
what
I don't think.
what I want to see next year, and it sounds weird to say it. I want them to put an end or a hold on Off-White Nike. I want them to just stop for a year and let everyone
I hear that.
let it breathe. And if Virgil's estate or his wife wants them to bring back the 10 in 2025, 2026,
No.
then do something like that. But
Kaff,
brother,
don't start saying stuff like
Bring
that,
back-
bro.
no, because
Don't
think
start
about
saying
it.
stuff like that.
Think about it. The 10,
Bro.
the 10 came out what, 2017?
Oh my days.
2017.
Yep.
We're
Yep.
already 2024.
Bro, 10-year anniversary on that, bro. Don't.
True.
10-year anniversary
Crazy.
of the 10, bro. We are putting it together. Bro. Kaff has.
I'll be so
That is a
real.
bombshell right there. 10 years after the 10, dropping
They have to do
the
it.
retro of the 10.
They won't do retros of the 10. No chance. They'll do new.
Do you think they'll do? You think they'll do
They'll
new?
do a whole new 10.
Bro, you think there's a new 10? Do you think he's got a new 10?
But they can cook that
Nah.
if the timeline goes a certain
Bro,
way.
I think they'll retro the 10,
No, but
bro.
if Nike,
Because they've never been
if
retro.
Nike like gets surpassed by competition in the next 2 years, then yeah, they can do that.
Bro, that's a wild card. Bro. If you pull that out, that's a joker,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You changed the whole
That'll be
game.
crazy.
You changed the whole
They
game.
should just stop. No more Off-White Nike. And then 2025.
Bro, I love this.
2025,
I love this.
2026. Just start teasing it, like the return of the 10 or the retro of the 10, and bring back the 10. And you could do it in a different way. You could do it the 10
I hope they do
reimagined.
it a different.
There's so many
way,
options.
Bro, if you do the 10, bro, honestly,
we need those.
this is a lot, man. Bro, just hearing you say that almost is getting me sad. Because if it doesn't happen, I'll be so upset.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean when I say Nike end up being brand of the year. Because think about it. If Nike did an anniversary of the 10 reimagined, and they got CPFM do the Air Max 90, Sakai does the
like that.
Bro, do you know how mad they could do it?
No, that would be.
That would be insane.
Is that what you're saying?
That would be insane.
So they get the All Stars. They get the All Stars to do the kick.
Ama Manier does the Jordan 1. Travis Scott does the Air Max 97. They could go
There's
mental.
No way they would do that. Do you know why?
Bro,
that would
no
be,
other. Bro, that's all the money in the world, bro.
I'll pay.
That would be the biggest. That would be the biggest ever super collaboration retro reimagined ever
of all time, ever. Forever, ever. Can you imagine?
Get Yoon and Bush to do the Serena 97 part 2. Are you mad? Are you mad?
Oh, bro.
It's a little crazy.
A lady made to do the Air Force One loan. Are you mad? It would be the maddest thing ever.
No, bro. Oh no, this is bro. This is why I like chatting to you, man. This is actually sick. I really, really enjoyed my time here with you, man. Like, this has been absolutely amazing. Obviously, it's a little bit longer. It's a Christmas special. We're out here with the man. I really appreciate your time. Hopefully, people, you really, really enjoyed us bringing you this quality content. Obviously, I have to be mindful of the fact that we've done quite well this year in terms of Kicks Chronicles. We've had some decent numbers. People are listening and watching. I want more people to watch, if I'm being honest. But people are listening, and that's really, really important for a podcast. But I'm aware that this might be the first time somebody's listening. And it's important for me to ask, and important for me to us to sort of bring it back down to what we normally would do, in a sense, and ask about the question Sneakerhead. Right now, I've got two pretty much like certified sneakerheads on the panel today, but I need to ask from their point of view, what does the term sneakerhead mean to each of you? And we'll start with Adam. What does it mean?
Well, I think sneakerhead is kind of a avid sneaker enthusiast. I feel like if you like shoes for more than just wearing them, then you're kind of a sneakerhead. If you wear shoes just to wear shoes, then like I feel like you're like almost there. I feel like sneakerhead like is the term where you consider shoes to be a vessel to connect to other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell stories about that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like also it's a chase to get like these gems that you like, even if they're cheap or expensive. Like there's a chase, there's incentive. You can make money from this game. Obviously, you can network with some of the coolest people like ever. You know what I mean? You kind of have it. Kind of gives you purpose. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can wake up in the morning and think like, yeah, I want to like work to go get like this shoe type thing. Yeah, that's how I perceived it. I feel like when you start incorporating, also when you think about sneakers more, like when you start thinking about, oh, I can't even go outside and wear this because it will get ruined and all that. Yeah, like all them things will start playing on your mind. When you start thinking about your shoes more about on a day to day basis, like you a sneaker,
I respect that fully, man. Kath, do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, man, Adam said it spot on. It's like it's
Bro,
a vessel to explore other avenues, connect with people, network, explore other interests. I think I heard someone, I might have even been Offspring on their Sunday discussions where they said, "What is a modern sneakerhead to you?" And I agree with Adam. It's someone who has a like and desire for sneakers, but also their interest for what sneakers can do for them beyond just being a product to
yeah,
flex is is as strong as their desire for the product. So it's not just I like the shoe, I want the shoe. It's I like the shoe. There's an event. There's other people interested in it. How can I dress it up? The opportunities it could lead to. Chatting to people. It's just there's so many. It's with especially with social media now. It's so much more than just the product. I want to be the only person in my ends with insert this colorway. It's gone
hmm
beyond that now. It's gone beyond that.
it's
That's
gone beyond that, man.
like the shallow side of it. Like it's to be a sneakerhead, you just have you like sneakers and you respect them, and you've got an interest to learn more. I think that's a sneakerhead.
Yeah, I mean, you guys absolutely smashed it. I think for anybody that's listening and watching, I think that also an important thing for us to note is, um, you don't need a
Mm.
million shoes to be a sneakerhead. You don't need to win every drop. You don't need to even take part in every drop. Like it's just about a love, a desire, a passion for shoes. Like it's just about that. Like don't like kill yourself for every single drop. If you don't like the shoe, you don't have to buy it. Like it's that simple. Like just enjoy what you do, man. Because this should really be, like you said, Adam, like a way to
yeah.
connect to people, a way to connect to various different other elements, and a way to enrich your life, not to take away from it. With that being said, I mean this has been uh, our Kicks Chronicles Christmas Mandem special. You get me? Big Kaff was in the
Whoop, whoop,
building.
whoop.
Adam Roberts was in the
Yeah,
building. You get me, man. Before we go, please, guys, let the people know how they can connect with what you got going on. So, Adam, please tell them like how they can connect with with what you've got going on
you
socials and
can
all of
catch
that.
me mainly on TikTok. But I can promise you, in 2024, you're gonna start seeing my face everywhere. You're gonna start seeing my face on all these
Come
platforms.
on,
So yeah, Adam underscore Roberts. You can catch me on there on TikTok. I make anything and everything sneakerhead related. And yeah, appreciate anybody that likes to come check me out.
of that, man. Adam does great content. He's growing rapidly. So yeah, just jump on that train. Still, Kaff, man, talk to the people.
Yeah, man. Boy, I'm just here to celebrate others. Follow me on Instagram at calf underscore official insta. I do post random stuff. I post news on the stories. If you want the news and info and leaks and that, it's the stories. But I do like to showcase other people in the community and the culture. Um, I'm now getting to grips with TikTok. You can catch me calf underscore official underscore TikTok. I had a viral post last week. I don't know how to manage it.
Bro,
I'm looking at my phone, seeing 5,000 notifications, and I'm like, what is going on?
bro.
So, um,
It's absolutely amazing,
bear with
bro. That
me,
was
bear
fantastic.
with me on TikTok because I'm just getting to grips with it. But same thing on there. Just it's all. I'm at that point where if you win, we all win. So that's what I'm on. Like
Yeah,
Love
I
it.
don't just post me. I'm posting others who I think deserve to shine. So yeah, that's me.
Love that, man. Love that. Um, we winning out here, bro. We winning out here. 2024 is going to be a sick year, man. It's going to be an absolutely amazing year. I'm thankful, man, just to have a new man. Great people that you can call on. These these two gentlemen have been guests on the podcast. We've had individual interviews where they've shared their own personal sneaker journey, and sort of like what built them up to the point where they are now, right? We've talked about their collections, we've talked about their likes, their dislikes, and their thoughts on the culture. If that's the kind of thing that you like to do, Kicks Chronicles is, in my opinion, the best sort of sneaker and lifestyle podcast out there.
Yeah,
There are others that are fantastic as well, but I think I'm gonna speak for man, and I'm gonna say we that one. You get me? Like, so people, if that's what you like, feel free to jump on.
don't play that.
Obviously,
He is not one. Yeah,
ProZECH on all platforms, and Kicks Chronicles is available on all podcast platforms as well. Make sure people let us know in the comments your top 10, what you feel about our top 10, our combined top 10. Get me, love to hear your opinions on that. Loads of content is going to be coming off the back of this, so you're going to be seeing our faces all throughout Christmas and New Year's. You get me, like, so get ready to spend a few weeks with us, man. Because I'm seeing viral clips. Yeah, I'm saying there's been a lot of things pop off in this video. You get me. So before I say good night, ma, switch out. Say,
hey,
Oh damn!
wish everybody.
yeah, you like that,
Bro, I'm saying I had that ready, bro. I had it lined up. It's a little tight, my eyebrows. I'm gonna say, people, yeah, have an amazing Christmas, Merry Christmas, and an awesome New Year. 2024 is our year, G. Like, every single one that vibes with this podcast, that watches, listens, 2024 is our year. You get me? Like, so we're going out and we're gonna make it big. I really respect and rate both of you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, and until I see you, man, down the roads, everyone look after yourselves.
yes sir.
Stay
Take
blessed.
care of you, man. It's been a pleasure.
Take it easy.
In a bit, man.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Kicks Chronicles. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, rate, review, and all that good stuff. And remember, full video version is available on YouTube, audio versions available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.